Welcome to Evergreen AI. I'm so excited that you guys are here today. Today, we're going to talk about what CEOs and business leaders need to know about artificial intelligence for business development in 2023. So take some notes, get ready to ask some questions. This is a very hot topic because it's all over the news and it's an incredible program. So close your distractions, drink some water because a 5% drop in hydration is a 30% drop in energy. And if you have notes, feel free to take them and engage in the chat. A quick background about me. My name is Joe Apfelbaum. I'm the CEO of Ajax Union. I started a digital marketing agency 15 years ago, and we grew to be one of the fastest growing companies in the US on the Inc. 500. And one of the things that I'm noticing is that artificial intelligence is changing our industry because it used to be that human beings were writing everything, but now technology can write better than human beings can write and more accurately. And so we are leveraging AI using tools like Jasper and Copy.ai and OpenAI and ChatGPT to help us be able to brainstorm, do research, create strategies, and prepare content for our clients. And of course, we use human creativity and human discernment to be able to customize it, but it helps us be able to scale much more quickly. And there's no problems with SEO as well. Google just put out guidance last week that they are actually ranking SEO articles that are made with artificial intelligence. So it's very, very interesting the way that everything is moving forward. And now with AI tools, you can create videos automatically and images and all types of ads and all types of things. So we actually created a course that helps professionals be able to learn how to use AI, and we call it Evergreen AI. And I'll tell you more about the course later if you guys are interested. But if you want to write down the URL for it, it's called newaicourse.com. That's newaicourse.com for your reference. All right, so let me give you a quick introduction for AI and ChatGPT. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So in 2017, Google came up with this concept called a transformer. And now they kind of told OpenAI about it, and OpenAI changed everything to start focusing on this transformer to create generative information based on natural language. So think about it an advanced autocomplete. Now you could use natural language to communicate with artificial intelligence, and you can talk with a machine as if you're talking to an employee who's really smart and an employee that can do anything for you. So imagine talking to a machine that has 175 billion parameters and it can figure things out for you in seconds. In terms of how fast ChatGPT grew, so in November, OpenAI came out with ChatGPT. In just 5 days, they had 1 million users. In 2 months, they had 100 million users. And now they're having 100 million queries per day. They project $200 million in revenue by the end of this year, 2023, and they project a revenue of $1 billion by the end of 2024. Microsoft already invested $1 billion and confirmed another $10 billion to follow. And GPT 3.5 has over 175 billion parameters that it uses in ChatGPT. Now, there is an API that you can tap into this, and I'll talk more about the API and answer questions and explain the difference between GPT-3 and GPT-4. But the idea that I want you guys to have in your head is called prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is a natural language processing concept that involves discovering inputs that yield desirable and useful results. Prompting is the equivalent of telling the genius in the magic lamp what to do. In this case, the magic lamp is ChatGPT or DALL-E, ready to generate any content that you wish. By the way, I created this image using AI. I wrote a CEO talking to a genie, and it created this.
Well, that's cool.
I'm going to give you a couple of prompt examples that are smart prompts, and then I'm going to show you some examples of prompts that are not very smart. So here's a prompt example. I want you to act as an accountant and come up with creative ways to manage finances. You'll need to consider budgeting, investment strategies, risk management when creating a financial plan for your client. In some cases, you may also need to provide advice on taxation laws and regulations in order to help them maximize their profits. My first suggestion request is create a financial plan for a small business that focuses on cost saving with long-term investments. Now think about you giving instructions to a machine and then giving it information about your business, and then it starts creating financial plans and strategies for your business. Think about the impact of that and how much it would cost for an accountant to do this versus a machine, and how quickly you can get information. Here's another prompt. Seeking guidance from experienced staff with expertise in financial markets, incorporating factors such as inflation rate, return estimates, along with tracking stock prices over lengthy periods, ultimately helping customers understand the sector when suggesting the safest possible option available where he or she can allocate funds. Starting query: what currently is the best way to invest money in the short-term perspective? And you're going to have AI give you a bunch of different things considering all the constraints that we added before. Here's another prompt example. I want you to act like an IT architect. I will provide some details about the functionality of an application and or digital product, and it will be your job to come up with ways to integrate it into the IT landscape. This could involve analyzing business requirements, performing gap analysis, and mapping the functionality of new system to existing IT landscape. Next steps are to create a solution design, a physical network blueprint, definition of interfaces for system integration, and a blueprint for the deployment of the environment. My first request is I need help to integrate my CMS system. And now the IT is going to act like an IT architect and have a natural conversation with me to pull information out of me to be able to create all these different things. Here's another example. I want you to act like a social media manager. You will be responsible for developing and executing campaigns across relevant platforms. Engage with the audience by responding to questions and comments, monitor conversations through community management tools, and use analytics to measure success. Create engaging content and update regularly. My first suggestive request is I need help managing my presence of an organization on Twitter in order to increase brand awareness. And all of a sudden, the machine starts talking to me and telling me what to do and how to do it. And it starts creating plans for me. It's really, really powerful. I'm going to give you a couple of personal stories that I have with AI. But first, before I continue, does anybody have any questions about anything that I shared so far?
I have one, Joe. The way you build your prompts is you always start, what is your function? Then you give context, and then you do the question. Is
Right.
that how I have to make a prompt, or how is
No,
how
you can
is
you can have a very simple prompt. So for example, I said I'm doing a presentation about how business leaders can use AI for their business. I'd like to create a LinkedIn survey. Can you suggest a few questions for my LinkedIn poll? See that? And
yeah?
it created a bunch of questions. It said, how do you implement AI technologies to your business? How do you think AI will help grow businesses grow? What major challenges are faced while implementing AI in your business? What do you think the key benefits to AI in business are? And then I said, can you add 3 multiple choice questions options to this question? Can you see how and I picked number 8. How do you see AI transforming in the next 5 to 10 years? And I said, can you create 3 multiple choice questions? So multiple choice 1, it will revolutionize. Number 2, moderate impact. Number 3, no impact. And so I said, can you make the questions shorter so I could fit it into 30 characters for a LinkedIn post? And it said, sure. Here are 3 multiple choice in short: revolutionize, optimize, no, significant. Now I took this information, and within 30 seconds, I created a LinkedIn survey. Within 30 seconds, I was able to copy and paste that information. I'm going to show you what the survey actually looks like over here on my profile. So I'm logging into my LinkedIn profile because I only had 1 minute to post on LinkedIn before I met with you guys. And so I literally wrote this post. How do you see AI transforming your industry in the next 5 to 10 years? Revolutionizing business, and I added the word majorly in caps. Optimizing processes, kinda. No significant impact, nah. And then I used the longer version that it gave me inside the actual post. And I constructed this post here on LinkedIn. And so far, 200 impressions on the post. A couple people liked it. I'm going to like it myself. And David Hoffman says, I think it'll probably change a lot of things, but I fear it won't be for the better. And now I can have a conversation with David Hoffman. And I'm going to say, why not? Why not for the better? Okay, now I'm having a conversation with a LinkedIn person. And this is just 20 minutes in. I'm probably going to have a few thousand people see this post on LinkedIn over the next 24 hours. And I didn't write it. Most of it was written. I constructed it, but most of it was written with artificial intelligence using a few simple prompts. Does that make sense? And I can show
Yes.
you, I could show you a few more prompts. So for example, I wanted to give Jerry Kahn a LinkedIn recommendation. So I copied and pasted. I wrote, here's my prompt. Write a LinkedIn bio for Jerry Kahn, because his LinkedIn bio was too far cocked. Excuse me, Jerry. I love you very much, but your bio was way too stuffy for me. And so I copied his bio. I see I copied and pasted your whole Megillah, and it wrote you 3 paragraphs. Jerry Kahn, is a Vistage CEO, board chair, master, and CEO of Age Brilliantly. And it basically broke down. Now that I have your bio in a normal fashion, I'm going to say, why don't you write me a LinkedIn recommendation for my LinkedIn connection, Jerry Kahn? Mentioned that he's a great Vistage chair when I was CEO, and he's great at networking friend, and he has always great ideas. And so it wrote me a nice little paragraph. I highly recommend Jerry Kahn as a Vistage chair, networking friend, and business coach. Jerry is my Vistage chair when I was CEO, and I can attest to his expertise in coaching, strategic consulting, and teaching. Jerry is always approachable and kind, and he truly cares about his client's success. Jerry's a great networking friend and is always innovative and always has great ideas and blah, blah, blah. And I pasted this and I gave him a recommendation on LinkedIn. So if you go to Jerry Kahn's profile now, let me see where Jerry Kahn. Well, if you go to my profile right now and you scroll down to given recommendations, because he hasn't approved it yet because he's busy doing his thing. But if you click on given, you'll notice I gave him a beautiful recommendation on February 16th. And hopefully he'll return the favor after and he'll learn how to use ChatGPT to create the recommendation so he doesn't have to write the whole thing himself. And in like 30 seconds, I copy and paste information into LinkedIn, and then it writes me a recommendation. That's beautiful, and that's exactly what I wanted to say. Does that make sense so far?
Perfect. Thank you.
So, personal story. So I told a client to use ChatGPT without giving the CEO instructions, and she said it's a waste of time. Do you know why she said it's a waste of time? Because she said, what's the weather in New York, to ChatGPT? Now, ChatGPT is not currently connected to the internet, so it doesn't know what the weather is in New York. It's an AI language model. It doesn't have access to real-time weather information. So if you ask the AI stupid questions, you're going to get a stupid answer. It's going to say, no, I can't help you. And she gave up on ChatGPT. She said, it's garbage. I'm just going to use Google. This is a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. She said, this is trash. I don't even know why everyone's talking about this. Garbage. I want you to consider the difference between what I'm doing with ChatGPT and what you can do in your business compared to what someone who is a very talented, smart CEO and will just natively try to use it like Google. This is not Google. This is an employee. Don't ask the employee the weather. Ask the employee to work for your business. Here's one of the most effective ways that I used AI and ChatGPT to help me brainstorm ideas for my business, new products, new markets, and ideas. So I said, can you help me brainstorm an idea for a new business idea that I have for an app that coaches CEOs on how to be more productive each day using AI? Each morning, AI sends a text message to the CEO asking him what the most important thing he needs to do that day. When the CEO responds, the AI will check into his progress and may send suggestions along the way. So she said, sure. I'm calling her she. I don't even know why. It's probably a they. So, personalized goal setting, time management, mindfulness and stress reduction, networking opportunities, data-driven insights, team management, gamification. These are the different things I can do to enhance this concept. These are all brilliant ideas. And I can sit there and iterate and have a natural language conversation with my fellow brainstormer, my fellow AI, to help develop the idea. Now I said, can you give me a name for the app? Because I want to name the app. So AI said CEO Boost, Prodigy CEO, AI Coach, the CEO's Assistant, the Daily CEO, CEO Genius, CEO Companion, CEO Mastery, CEO Edge. And I can come up with many, many, many more ideas. There's no limit to how many ideas I can come up with. And I can give it very specific prompts that will help it be able to brainstorm with me. So this is one very, very effective way that you can use AI today, is to brainstorm with it. Another thing that I did was I actually developed a course. My AI course was actually, the ideas came out of the AI telling me what the most rational and logical things to teach about when it comes to using AI for business development. So I created a 53-page course with scripts. It used to take me 2 months to write a course. I wrote a course over the course of the weekend. Now, did I have to spend several hours customizing it and several hours recording it and then several hours creating testimonials and tutorials, I should say? I had over 100 people purchase my course in the first week that I launched it. I generated tens of thousands of dollars as a result of this tool in literally hours, not weeks, not months, not days, hours. Now, did I have to use my own ingenuity and my own experience, and I did have to spend over 150 hours using AI in order to figure it all out? Sure. But you've probably spent over 1,000 hours in your own business and your own expertise. And learning how to leverage a tool to help you be able to do things like this is very, very powerful. I built a software that does business development with artificial intelligence. My marketing agency is going to be completely overrun with AI. So I want I want people to be able to do marketing themselves. So for example, I built a tool and I used AI to help me come up with the elements of the software to help outline for my designers and developers. So I have a whole Figma that I created, and the Figma for my program called Tomato that I'm launching. Let me see where my Figma is. Right over here. The outline for this and the instructions for this tool that I'm middle of developing right now was all created by artificial intelligence. All the different sections, the content, the information. I'm going to be building up personas and so on. It's a very powerful tool, and AI helped me be able to do it. The other thing that I can do is I have a Chrome extension, and if you guys want beta access to the Chrome extension, later send me a LinkedIn message and I'll send you beta access. Where if you're just on LinkedIn, let's say for example I'm Shea Bonham's post, I click on comment, I click on my little extension that I'm developing right now, and it's in beta mode. I click on the tone that I want to use. I'm going to use professional. I press generate. It'll send this post to artificial intelligence, to OpenAI, and through the API using GPT-3, uh, using GPT-3, it'll suggest a comment, and I'll just customize the comment. Boom. Looking forward to speaking to your group. Okay, so I'm going to be speaking to her group. I just added that line, and I added a nice little bunch of context over here. Really powerful. BuzzFeed cut 12% of its staff because of ChatGPT. And now she's talking about this concept called ChatGPT. She hired me to speak to her coaching group about ChatGPT. Very, very powerful. And this person over here that I just left a comment on has 700,000 followers on LinkedIn, and she gets a lot of exposure to her post. I don't have the time during a presentation to leave a comment, but now I could leave comments on people's posts just using a click of a button because I'm using artificial intelligence. So I click on this, I select maybe informative, I press generate, it'll read Jenny's post, it'll suggest a comment, and then it'll type up the comment for me. I can select one of three. I press insert. I'm going to press click on this, and I'm going to read boom. Please send me a DM with more details. Okay? Okay, so that's another way to use artificial intelligence. So building software. I tell bedtime stories to my kids. My kids love it when I tell them bedtime stories. And now I can be part of the creative process. So I sit down and I say, tell a story about, in this case, it was unicorns and um, dolphins and mermaids looking for diamonds in the ocean or whatever. And what happened was it created a whole story about an evil octopus protecting diamonds and blah blah blah. And I read the story to my kids and they said, "Dad, can we see what that looks like?" So I used a tool called Midjourney, and it created this image, and it created a series of other images that are similar to this that my kids were sitting there just analyzing and talking about until they fell asleep. So bedtime stories for kids work really well. You can tell stories to your clients as well and create case studies. So here are some other stories I told my kids. Whenever my kids sleep over with me, I tell them all different types of stories. This was a party with all the different fish. And then a shark came to the party and all the fish ran away. But one fish named Finley decided to start playing with the shark, and the shark started dancing, and everyone got to know the shark. And that teaches us to not judge people by how they look. And they all became friends and they lived happily ever after. And they served a lot of candy under the water. This is the family, the cheese family, the monster cheese family. So it's monsters and cheese together on the beach, going out and having a good time. And they stopped to take a photo of themselves. And it's a whole story about the monster family on the beach. And by the way, my sister's creating these stories now, creating books on Amazon. And so ChatGPT writes the story, she edits it, and then she creates images and she creates Amazon books for kids. And now she sells the books on Etsy and Amazon and things like that. I also create Torah portions. Are you guys familiar with the Torah? The Torah is the Bible. And so AI is really, really smart. So I don't need a rabbi anymore. AI is now my rabbi. I can ask it all types of questions about Jewish laws. And I said I wanted to give a talk for a Jewish event to tie my digital marketing agency and AI to the Torah portion of the week. And AI created the Torah portion. Then I said I also want an image, and it created an image of a rabbi with the fruit of of whatever, with Adam and Eve or whatever the hell I wrote over there, and it made me a beautiful picture of a rabbi with a beautiful Dvar Torah about the Parshas Mishpatim and how it is connected to AI and my digital marketing agency. Really powerful. I also create music and art and all different types of things. I've created 200 pieces of art using AI in the past 2 months. Now my marketing team uses AI to be smarter with clients. So while we're talking to clients, my marketing agency will pull up, my employees will pull up ChatGPT and start to research their industry, their competitors, create innovative strategies, segments, subsegments, do a SWOT analysis instantly in real time for clients during a sales presentation. It blows their mind. They can't even imagine how smart my team is. My team becomes much smarter with this AI. So here's the AI's impact on different industries. Digital marketing agencies are not going to be needed anymore because AI can do all the SEO for your website. It can manage Google AdWords accounts. It can write press releases, create blogs and articles with precision detail, and it can develop marketing plans and content calendars instantly. It can automate customer service with chatbots. I have clients that are building out chatbots and responding to clients. And by the way, Gartner put out a prediction that in 2024, 84% of customer interactions will be handled without a human agent. Think about that. So to make sure that customers can talk to a chatbot and get answers to any questions they might have about their business, and you can actually train the chatbot about your business. I have several customers that are building out chatbots like that right now. You can automate coding. ChatGPT can do something called Markdown language. It can do HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and really advanced programming languages. So you don't need programmers anymore. You just need solution architects, and the solution architects can get their solutions from AI. So AI can build software on its own. Very powerful. Does automatic coding. Smarter than any other coder. It actually took a test for a job and passed an interview to get a job at Google. ChatGPT got offered a job at Google for $186,000 as a programmer. Crazy. You can automate translating and transcribing. So I use tools like Otter.ai. I'm actually typing up this presentation right now in real time. So I'll show you what that looks like. As I'm talking right now, I'm having the AI type everything up. I can take what I typed up right over here. I can throw it into ChatGPT and I can tell it to make me cliff notes and bullet points. Really, really powerful. Everything is typed up and I can turn it into blog posts and articles and emails and so on. Otter.ai can join your Google Meet, can join your Microsoft Teams, and it can join your Zoom automatically through your calendar. We have a whole tutorial on how to use Otter.ai inside our newaicourse.com. Then you could use ChatGPT to summarize and translate into any language. So any language in the world. I actually created a course on how professionals can speak Spanish and talk business words in Spanish. And I actually put all the prompts inside a LinkedIn article that I published. You can automate data analysis and investing. I have a friend who's using ChatGPT to help him hack the stock market and to figure out the best investing tools to use and the best stocks to be able to make 5%. And he asked ChatGPT, he said, how many times do I need to invest my $5 in order to, at a 5% return compounded in order for me to make $100,000? And it turns out to make $100,000 with ChatGPT in profit from $5, it's only like 280 times or something, 280 successful trades. So if you're winning at 70%, you can do it within like 2 months. You can take $5 and make it into $100,000 relatively quickly with no expense in from a stock, because the stocks don't charge any money to trade now. So he's messing with it. It's telling him which stocks are likely to go up 5% within what time frame. It's really, really interesting. You can also automate healthcare, finance, and construction industries, and almost any job that currently are being run by humans. If it can be replicated, AI can do it. It can be automated in all these industries that you're familiar with on a regular basis. So it's going to change. AI graduated college, became a lawyer, an accountant, an MBA, and a doctor. So AI recently took tests to give they give students, and ChatGPT passed those tests with flying colors. That means it knows how to answer questions like a human would. AI avatars with deep fake is a medium called synthetic media. If you want to create your digital clone of yourself or your employees, now it's possible. You can take an image and make the image into a full animated video just from an image. I'll show you some of that as well. And we have tutorials on how to do that. AI avatars with deep fake is really powerful. Working with your business instead of on your business can be transformational. But often we're with our employees and we will get pulled into the weed. So we're not going to be able to use these tools if we don't take the time, an hour, 2 hours, to learn how to use these tools. With AI, you can brainstorm, research, create strategies, and do all your daily work and make your time easier. Here's AI's potential to improve the life of a CEO. So you can do brainstorming, researching, and strategy. I showed you an example of brainstorming, but working in your business is really, really important. But working on your business is key for you to grow your business. You can summarize long emails, transcripts of calls. I was talking to an executive recently and I blanked out while I was talking. Have you guys ever blanked out in the middle of a conversation? Your mind went somewhere else, something to do with your kids or whatever. And I didn't hear like 5 minutes of what she said. I went to the transcript, threw it into ChatGPT. I told it to give me bullet points, and now I was up to speed within seconds. Especially when I get these really long messages from my ex-wife. I can't they're reading it. So I just put it into AI, it gives me bullet points, and then suggests a positive response because what's going on in my head is not going to be the most positive thing after the things that she said. You could use AI to summarize your content, to create blogs and articles. You can have it listen to other people's YouTube videos and suggest how you can use the content in those YouTube videos to create content for you and your business in any niche. You can create cold calling scripts. You can create SOPs for any role in your business. You can create networking improv. I created a networking improv agenda because I had a improv coach that was supposed to come and do a networking improv event for me. And then 50 people RSVP'd and she got COVID the day before. So I used ChatGPT to run the event for me. Created a summary, created exercises, and it helped me do the whole thing as an improv coach. Social media, emails, creativity. You no longer have to ignore LinkedIn and Twitter. You can create a content calendar in seconds, create email templates, automations, and AI can create poems and songs. For example, I can create a rap song right now about Jerry Kahn, and I can sing it for you. Should we do that? Should we try it?
Yeah.
Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. Verse 1. It's in real time creating a rap song. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but this is really phenomenal. And I could do it in any voice. I could do it in the voice of Eminem, Dr. Dre. So I don't know. Let's see how that sounds. Yo, I got Jerry Kahn, PhD, JD. Don't know what that stands for. He's the Vistage CEO, board master. No need to plead. Age brilliantly. CEO leads a fulfilling life. He helps businesses grow, overcome daily strife. Jerry Kahn, we sing his name. He earned the fame. We got our back. He keeps coming on track. Strategic growth, coach and mentor. He's got game. His advice and expertise that you can't tame. Yeah, he's a psychologist, attorney, entrepreneur too. There ain't nothing that Jerry Kahn can't do. Bringing the game to you guys get it? I can have so much fun with this.
Got it.
Yeah.
But it's a
Want to meet that guy when you get finished.
you can no longer have to you don't have to ignore any of this stuff. Anytime anything you need to do, AI can help you. From presentations, there's a tool called tome.app, TOME.app. You put in a little bit of information, it creates an entire presentation for you with all the slides, everything. Think of AI as a really smart assistant that can help you with anything in seconds. What can I do for you today? Implementation of AI in a business. So start by defining the issues in your business. The issues that you have in your business is a great starting point for helping you decide how to implement AI in your business. For example, if you need a new employee, AI can write you a job description. It can write you a job ad. It can write you interview questions. It can send you a thank you email for them to apply, and it could send you rejection letters as well. It can write everything custom to that person. It can even create an offer letter. Figure out what will have the highest impact in your business. When it comes to leverage, and especially leveraging AI, you can focus on what will give you the highest ROI. So do you need your marketing done? Do you need your accounting done? Do you need your finance done? Do you need your customer service done? Whatever you need done, AI can help you do it. Business development, networking strategies, and so on. Start by learning how to use the tools yourself. Don't delegate using AI to other people. You can learn how to use this yourself. You can take courses, you can get a coach. And once you know how to use it, you can instruct your staff to use it as well. But you need to learn how to use this yourself as an executive. Conclusion. Learning fast, and it's evolving. The speed of AI is evolving and coming really fast. Right now, the ChatGPT is based on 175 billion parameters. The next version, GPT-4, is going to be based on over 100 trillion parameters. That means you're going to put in one prompt. It's going to be able to create a 60,000 page book. Crazy. It's available right now. You can access ChatGPT by going to chat.openai.com. You don't have to wait for something to come out, something new to come out. If it doesn't work for you, just hit me up and I can give you some techniques on how to get into ChatGPT. I'm using the Plus version right now, which I'm paying $20 a month for. They have a free version. They usually tell you to get on a wait list or something because so many people are using it during the day. So start by using it at night. Learn how to use the tools yourself. Once you start using the tools like brainstorm, research, strategy, summarizing, content creation, social, email, automation, creativity, you will feel the power. Remember, it's all about the prompts. So you need to be very specific. Don't ask it for the weather like that CEO, but instead be smart. And if you need more resources, you can go to newaicourse.com. We prepared an incredible course for you. And I am training teams as well. I just trained a PR firm. They have 23 employees that I trained on the power of the 12 different tools that I train people on. So there are 12 different tools. Some of the tools are copy.ai. I gave them a training on copy.ai. Another tool I recommend is called Jasper. Another tool I recommend is called Synthesia. So not this one. This is not a kosher site. But Synthesia.ai. Let's see where that is. There's a lot of different tools that I recommend working with. Here's Synthesia Studio. I'm actually getting my own avatar done right now. So this is an example. They have so many different real avatars. These are real humans that have been recorded in many different ways. And now you can have them say anything you want to have them to say in any language.
Hello. This is a preview of what your video will look like. Click the Create button to get started.
So you can literally create any type of video you want promoting your business with over 150 avatars that they have here. This is a video that I created in about 5 minutes.
I just wanted to share some exciting news with you. I've just registered for the LinkedIn Influencer Summit, a virtual event that brings together the best and brightest minds in the industry to
I promoted this summit using videos like this and using content like this, and 1,000 people RSVP to this virtual event.
can join from anywhere. We'll be covering everything from the basics to advanced strategies, so whether you're new to LinkedIn or looking to take your game to the next level.
And the script was written by ChatGPT, by the way, guys. There's a tool called 11 Labs that I can clone anybody's voice. Now, of course, there are legality issues about cloning people's voices without permission. So make sure to get permission if you're ever doing it. But you can upload a minimum of 1 minute of your voice, and then you can click on speech synthesis. And for example, I'm gonna have it read the bio. I'm gonna say create a 20-word bio about Jerry. Okay, now it's going to create a 20-word bio. And I'm going to take this 20-word bio and I'm going to tell the AI to just read this for me in my own voice. Press generate. Now I trained it with 5
Jerry
minutes.
Kahn, PhD, JD, is a Vistage CEO, Board's Master Chair, Age Brilliantly CEO, and Strategic Growth Mentor Coach.
So I made it say that just now using my voice. It's not perfect. Let me see what it does. I can make it say this. Let's see what it does over here.
Jerry Kahn, we're grateful for you. Your guidance and support always come through with you by our side. We know we'll thrive. Jerry Kahn, keeping us alive.
Okay, so that's me, my voice, but I can choose other voices like Arnold.
Jerry Kahn, we're grateful for you. Your guidance and support always come through with you by our side. We know we'll thrive. Jerry Kahn, keeping us alive.
So that voice was trained in a much better way. If I want a female to say it, for example, Rachel.
Jerry Con, we're grateful for you. Your guidance and support always come through with you by our side. We know we'll thrive. Jerry Con, keeping us alive.
I want my business partner to say that for you. Her name is Tammy. I can have her say it as well.
Jerry Con, we're grateful for you. Your guidance and support always come through with you by our side. We know we'll thrive. Jerry Con, keeping us alive.
Okay, so you can have a lot of fun with this, and there's many other tools that you can use that are similar to this. A tool for creating images, there's one called Midjourney. These are some of the images. I recently posted on LinkedIn that I want to go to South Korea to learn the culture. And so I said, create me a South Korea and a tourist. And people are like, South Korea looks nothing like this, dude. I wanted to create a female dingo and a business coach for Valentine's Day. And it created this for me. This is what it. I wanted to create a bull dressed up in a suit, fixing an elevator for the CEO of an elevator company that has managing 6,000 elevators in New York City. And he told me that he's a Taurus and he has a tattoo of a bull on his hand pulling an elevator in Tudor City. And so I made him this picture and he's like, oh my God, I want to buy this art. Where can I buy it? I said, okay, I'll put it on a Shopify website for you to buy it. Hang on a second. But yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this. You know, this is, you know, I posted this on LinkedIn, a purple green robot, a genie robot, tomato, CEO, business desk, and a landscape in an office building. And I created a bunch of different ones. I like that one the best. And I can create many variations of it. This is, remember the image I created earlier and I showed you guys? This is the tool that I used to create it. Now, this is one of many tools that you can use to create images. We have a 15-minute tutorial in our course on how to use this. But this is a clone of me as a robot. And this is a handsome version of me. So when I sexify, this is what I'm gonna look like. This is me as a mermaid. This is me as a, okay, I'm not gonna get into that. Me if I Jewify myself a little more and I become just a little more Jewish. So as you can see, this is me as a witch. So I can have a lot of fun with it and really modify the way it makes me look and what it does. There's another tool called labs.openai.com called Dolly. So if you click on history, you'll notice I'm creating all these types of photos of myself. And I can put pizza around me, so I can upload images. You can see I upload the image, I delete the stuff, and I put myself in a UFO with pizza. I could have a lot of fun. I could erase this oil painting and put my face on the oil painting. I could put any background I want behind my image and add little baby feet to myself if I want. I could be riding a little horse with a nice, cute little butt. I can have a lot of fun. I can create Torah scrolls and pandas, and I can change my pants and my pants color and what I'm wearing and how I'm wearing it. I can add more wall. Let's say the wall was cut off over here in the photo and I wanted to continue the wall, so I can add more wall. I can create flying monkeys next to me. I can delete this little area here, add a flying monkey. If you guys are into it, different types of flying monkeys. I can put a cheetah inside an astronaut suit. So I can create candles and sell them on Etsy. So this is I created a scented candle. Then I can have a once I sell it, I could have a manufacturer create this for me. You know, first create the product on OpenAI, create the product description, create the images, put it on a website, sell it, and then get a manufacturer to create it. You guys get that?
Yeah.
The power of this, so much power that you can have by doing this. I took an image from Getty Images and I deleted most of the image. And then I said, make me some pencil art. And it continued the image of this monk all the way on the bottom, created all this, created the elephant, made her kiss it, and added all this information over here. Really powerful. And then I said, make me other variations of it. And it made me tons of other variations like this in many different ways, all generated completely from scratch. This is just a penny in the bucket compared to what you can do. There's so much that you can do with this tool. So I'm happy to take questions. But if you guys want, we have an incredible program that is very affordable called Evergreen AI. So if you go to newaicourse.com, We have classes on how to brainstorm, how to research, how to create strategy, how to summarize, how to create content, scripts, social media, creativity, and we have lots of tutorials like how to use ChatGPT, how to use Otter, how to use Texay, how to use Canva, how to use Midjourney. And we have over a dozen tutorials, and we have case studies with examples of how our clients are using AI, so you can watch in real time as they're using it, which you can learn from. And we have many different industries that we're covering. So that's what I got for you. I'd love to answer some questions if you guys have questions about AI. And if not, I'm happy to share some more insights. But Jerry, you mentioned you had some questions.
So, yeah, so first of all, excellent presentation. You know, that's my business. It was really excellent. One of the reasons that when you first told me about this is I know anything you've ever done, you go all in. And you're consistent to that, and it's really terrific. So I've started using it. I have an account, and I'm using it mainly for research. So like my blog articles, I take an idea, I do a draft of where I think I want it to go. Then I know what their criticism is always going to be. I plug that in, and then I ran on this one 6 different versions of my prompt to be able to see certain things. Could I get links on it, etc. I know the links could be wrong. It's one thing I have to still check out, etc. But there's 2 simple questions. One is the difference between the free and the 20, the plus. So I did not have this until yesterday, where it cut me off on the free version. Is there a limited number of characters or words?
There is a limited number of how many prompts you can have it do within a period of 1 hour. There's a limit, but if you want, you can go to the playground. Have you heard of the playground?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly share my screen and just show you the playground. So if you go to openai.com, you see it says API. You can log into the API. So you go to openai.com/API, click on log into the API, and then it tells you to log in. Same username and password as ChatGPT. Once you're in the API, there's a section on top called Playground, which is platform.openai.com/playground. This playground shows you how to interact with it using the API. There are many different models on the right here. There's DaVinci, Curie, Babbage, and Ada, and they all are capable of different things. ChatGPT works off DaVinci, the smartest one and the most expensive one, and it tells you how many tokens it could process per request. It can right now process 4,000 tokens per request. 4,000 tokens basically means 4,000 words. And then each token costs money. So you can click on your account on the top right, and you can click on pricing, and you can see the pricing. Right now, the pricing is 2 cents per 1,000 words that it sends you, 1,000 tokens. So it's very inexpensive to use. So you can log in and you can use the Playground API. So for whatever reason, ChatGPT is not working, click a preset, go down to chat, click on chat, and now you can talk to it and you can say, tell me how to talk to a CEO that is thinking about joining a Vistage group, but is not sure. Okay, now I press submit, and it's going to start. The best way to talk to a CEO is consider joining a Vistage group to discuss the potential benefits that he might experience. Explaining on how to joining the group could help them access a network of peers and could be a valuable advice and mentorship and insight. Describe the resources available through the group and blah, blah, blah. You get it? And I can give it more information about Vistage and more information about my group and the different members in the group, and I can help build out a whole sales script that will help you be able to close deals, and all the objections and answers and rebuttals to all the objections, and a full playbook for you, Jerry. But this is using the Playground, which is not ChatGPT. It's using the GPT-3 API, and this is costing money. So if you do this way, it would cost you very little money, but you can use this tool. If you want to create content, you could use a free tool called copy.ai. If you pay $29 a month for copy.ai, you get unlimited content. But you can write blogs. It uses the same API, but it gives you a framework. And we have a whole tutorial on how to use this. It'll give you an entire framework on social media tools, on blog posts, on startup tools, on digital ad copy. It gives you all the frameworks ready to go. So if you want a blog title, you click on blog title, you describe your blog, you describe the tone, you press create, and it creates a bunch of titles for you. LinkedIn.
What's second question? So before, just at the very beginning when OpenAI ChatGPT came out, someone else was walking me through this stuff and told me about both Jasper and Copy. What he claimed was that Copy started by using the same base of OpenAI, and then Jasper's a newer version of it. But you're
No.
using both. So my question is,
Same
what's the
thing.
difference?
It's the same thing. So Copy.ai and Jasper are both using the same API. They're using DaVinci 3, which is this playground right over here. And the difference is the interface. Copy.ai has this interface, and Jasper has this interface. I'm paying for both. I'm using both. The reason I like Copy.ai is because it gives me unlimited copy for $29 a month. And the reason I like Jasper is because of the templates. They have more templates over here. You're going to see lots of different templates that you could use. And because Jasper also gives me a Chrome extension. So if, let's say, for example, I'm on LinkedIn, I click on LinkedIn and I want to leave a comment for somebody. Let's say Steve Duke. He said, great question. It's time to sell your business. I click on comment. I click in here. I click on the Jasper extension and I say, write a comment for a LinkedIn post about the things people need to consider when selling a business from a digital marketing perspective. Okay. Now I press go. It's going to send it to the OpenAI API without leaving LinkedIn. And it's going to suggest, Jasper is going to suggest a comment. Again, it's using the same technology. It's just doing it through a Chrome extension. I paste it. I wrote great advice. Digital marketing is a key factor in selling a business. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tag the author. I'm going to try to tag the author. It's not working. I'm not going to tag the author. I'm going to press post. And now I left a beautiful comment with advice based on my expertise right over here. If I want to write a post, I can click on start a post. I can click on the Jasper extension. I can tell it what to write a post about. It'll create a post. I put it in there. Have a good day. You guys get that? So Jasper is using the same technology as Copy. It's just a different framework and different technologies. And you can see I use 38% of my monthly credits already. So when I run out of credits, it's going to want to charge me more. But with Copy.ai, I pay $29 and I get unlimited copy. Another thing I like about Copy.ai is if you click on their workflow tools, they have a place where you can write sales cold emails by putting someone's LinkedIn URL. So I can take Jerry's LinkedIn URL, put it in here. Jerry Kahn. I'm going to take Jerry Kahn's LinkedIn URL, put it in over here into Copy.ai. And I'm going to say, I want to speak for Jerry's Vistage Group as a CEO that is an AI expert. Okay, now I press create content, and it's going to look up your LinkedIn URL. It's going to read all about you, and it's going to create a sales email that I can send you automatically. This is by Copy.ai. So they have little frameworks like this that are really, really, really useful and so on. Okay. Hopefully that answered your question, Jerry. Did that answer your question?
It did.
Okay.
It did. What's the best way, because that's something everybody in this room is concerned. What's the best way to, I'll ask the question, then just another one's a quick one. What's the best way to use it for biz dev is my question. But before you answer that, what's the difference between Dolly and MindJourney?
The difference between Dolly and MindJourney is the quality of the images that are coming out. MindJourney already adds to your prompt in a way that makes the image much higher quality. With Dolly, you have to craft your prompt. The other thing is with Dolly, you can actually edit the image in real time and it'll generate parts of the image. MidJourney doesn't allow you to edit the image and make parts of the image. So Dolly gives you more flexibility in terms of like adding to an image and changing it that way. MidJourney will just create really great art. MidJourney's more artistic. Dolly's more It can be more realistic and more operational. You can also use Canva. We have a tutorial on how to use AI within Canva. If you guys are familiar with Canva, Canva is like a graphic design tool online, Canva, and you can log in there, and if you watch our 5-minute tutorial, you can learn how to generate unlimited, because Dolly limits you to 25 images or whatever per month for free, and then after they charge you per image. Well, Canva gives you unlimited Dolly images. So it's tied into Dolly's API, and you get unlimited images, and then you can edit the images in Canva in real time. So from an AI perspective, I would probably use Canva instead of Dolly. But again, Dolly is really powerful in terms of allowing you to delete parts of an image and generate different things in those parts of the image. There's another tool called DreamWorks as well that competes with Dolly, that uses some really, really great technology that allows you to, it gives you a lot more flexibility with a diffuser. So it basically has a whole GUI that allows you to edit images in a way that just blow your mind.
What's the difference? So once it came out, in the last 4 weeks, there's been a flood of other companies coming out announcing products, including Google, who screwed up on their first one. My point is, have you heard Stability AI?
Yes, Stability AI. DreamWorks is part of Stability AI. It's one of their products. They have like 9 different products. I would tell you to go to their website and take a look at some of the products that they have, but Stability AI is a direct competitor with OpenAI, and I think Peter Diamandis is behind it. Very, very, very powerful set of tools, and they're completely changing the industry. So definitely take a look at what they're doing. The specific tool that I would tell you to look at is that image creation tool called Dream Studio. So if you go to dreamstudio.ai, you'll be able to test it out for free. They give you a certain amount of credits, but let me tell you, the image generation is 5 times faster than Dolly and Midjourney, and the amount of customization you can do on that is endless. And they have a prompt guide there as well. They, instead of imagining and Dream Journey, you imagine, over there you dream, called dreamstudio.ai. By Stability. It's made by Stability AI.
So go back to my final question. Everyone in this room is looking to get, if you were to give us like the top 3 things that we should all be doing to use AI for biz dev, what would they be?
Number 1, brainstorm with the AI. So brainstorming with the AI ideas of what to do from a business perspective in your industry and your business to your target market. Number 2 is research. You can research your competitors. You can research your market. You can research your customers. You can research your potential clients. And number 3 is, I would say, help you with creating content. So if you guys are not posting on LinkedIn on a daily basis, there's no excuse right now. If you're not tweeting on a regular basis, if you're not Facebooking, if you're not creating email sequences and email automations and templates, using AI to help you do all that, I would say those are the top 3 things you need to do: brainstorm, research, and create content. Now, there are 9 things that I teach inside our course, which include summarizing, creating scripts, writing social media posts and content calendars and all that type of stuff. But from a business development standpoint, if you're not at least brainstorming with the AI to think about what to do, tell it, act like a business coach and coach me on how to do business development, and watch what it does. It'll walk you through step by step what you need to do to grow your business.
Excellent. How can we help you?
If you can leave me a LinkedIn recommendation on LinkedIn about this presentation, say Joe came to our Vistage meeting and he spoke about the power of AI and I was blown away, or whatever you feel, that would be really helpful for me, because I want to be doing more talks like this. If you know any other Vistage leaders or any other groups that you're part of that I can do a presentation like this for them, it would really be helpful. I really want to help other professionals learn how to use AI. When I started teaching 10 years ago, none of this technology existed. I'm a certified Google trainer, and I was teaching people how to do SEO and PPC. And then I started teaching LinkedIn, and I have a whole LinkedIn course on how to use LinkedIn for business development. But AI is the one that has the most impact on people's lives. Why? Because it'll help automate so much for you. And so if you're not using it to help you automate in a smart way without looking stupid, but in a smart way, then this is really revolutionizing this technology. It's really, really revolutionizing. It'll change every industry. And I want to teach more people about it. And the impact that I have on a person's life when I teach them about this is significant. So if you have any groups that you're part of, know any Vistage chairs or EO learning chairs or YPO learning chairs, I'd love for
What
you.
about WPO?
WPO, yep, women's, yeah.
Have you presented to them yet?
I haven't presented to
Okay,
them.
Women President's Organization. I'll reach out to you afterwards.
Thank you. Yeah, so I would love to do more presentations like this and impact people. And LinkedIn recommendation on my profile will be really helpful as well. So that because I don't have a lot of testimonials about me talking about AI, and it's just getting started. This whole thing is brand new. So I love teaching about this. I'm obsessed with it. I spend hundreds of hours myself using it, and every waking hour that I have, I'm using the tool to help me with whatever I'm doing. As you can see, even during this presentation, I'm using the tool to create a rap about Jerry Kahn.
Okay. We'll have a talk offline. I have some ideas of how I can put you in front of a lot of people.
Thank you. And if you guys
Okay.
need anything, if you need to learn how to use it, hit me up. If you have questions, you want a tool, there are many other tools that I didn't show you that I couldn't get to showing you all the different tools that are out there. But I want you guys to know that there's almost an AI for anything you want to do, whether it's collecting data, whether it's analyzing data, whether it's researching your industry, whether it's creating strategies, or whatever it is that you want to do. There's an AI for that. And there's actually a website called There's an AI for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By the way, what do you charge for your course? So I can.
It's 200 right now. We're selling it for $249 as the introductory price. Our courses are typically $5,000 to $10,000, but because we want to just get people in the course, in the program, it includes a workbook. It includes 29 videos that you can watch in under 90 minutes. It includes a dozen tutorials plus a bunch of case studies with videos and examples. So it's $249, and you can get it at newaicourse.com.
Thank you very much.
Can we get a copy of your presentation?
Yes, I will email you.
Yeah.
Just go on LinkedIn and send me a message.
Email it to me and I'll pass it around.
Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome.
The
I will send you-
presentation, the transcript, so we have a link, because even though we all took notes on me.
Nope.
the
I'll
answers
send you.
I
I'll
get
send
them
you,
all.
I'll send you the AI transcript, and I'll send you a video of the presentation. I'm
How
gonna
do you
upload it.
integrate the Otter into Zoom? Is there just a
If you go to this,
link?
I have a tutorial in our course on how to do that. But if you just go to otter.ai and you click on settings, it says integrate with Zoom. You can integrate it with Zoom. You can actually have it follow you around. You could look at your calendar and follow you around to every meeting on your calendar and automatically join the meeting for you. It's a setting. If you go to the settings.
Compliance
So
won't
is
allow
you-
me to do that.
Yeah, you can't do that, but I
do
can.
So is your course, Joe, do you do it live or you have it?
Pre-recorded. It's on demand. Yeah, the course is the Evergreen AI course is on demand. I do classes for organizations live. So I did a 2-hour workshop for a PR firm. They had 23 people that joined, and it blew their mind. And we spent 2 hours walking through specifically every individual tool and how to use them in real time, specifically for their PR firm. But we're doing it for law firms. We're doing it for accounting firms. We're doing it for all types of organizations, IT firms. They're hiring us to train their team on how to use these tools in real time.
How do we talk to you about it?
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, my LinkedIn profile is at joelinkedin.com. I bought a domain, Joe, J-O-E, linkedin.com. You could find me there. You could send me a message, and I have a live assistant monitoring my LinkedIn all day. If you send me a message, somebody will see it, and then they'll notify me, and I'll ping in. I'll join in and have a conversation with you. Guys, I really
All right.
appreciate you taking the time to listen to my story. I feel like this is going to impact your life if you're using it, if you step into it, if you are not afraid of it. So many people fear it. Like you saw David Hoffman left a comment on my post saying, I'm afraid of it. People are afraid of it. That's the reality, is people are afraid of what they're not comfortable with, but get comfortable with it. Start using the prompts in a smart way. Don't ask it about the weather. Ask it about strategy. Ask it about brainstorming. Ask it about your competitors. Ask it to make you a list of potential clients that you can target and who the titles are for the people in the organizations and what to say to them. I had a conversation with a CEO in South Africa. Her name is Debbie, and we were talking. And as we're talking, I needed to figure out, she was being very, very difficult. Like, I'm trying to talk to her, and she's being like very hesitant and very difficult. So I said, how do I talk to a CEO that's being very difficult with me? And here's her information from LinkedIn. So he said, start talking about her book. It'll melt her heart because blah, 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 blah. Then talk about her experience in ed tech and this and that. So I said, by the way, I said, Debbie, didn't you just come out with an incredible book? She's like, how'd you know? And then she started melting. Became a different person. And then I started talking about her experience with ed tech. And she's like, Joe, you did your research. I was like, ChatGPT did my research. And she's like, oh my God, show me. And I showed her, and she became a friend instantly. Her guard went down completely. Yeah. And now we're buddies. But that she was like, like sometimes, somebody doesn't trust and they're like very hesitant. And then you say the right thing and all of a sudden they become a friend. This is the tool. This is the tool that
So
can
you're
really
gonna be offering that as a major service for every Match.com type service, right?
Oh my God. I asked it to break down all popular dating sites because I have a CEO that wants to build an AI-based dating app, and it broke down the difference between Tinder and Match and Bumble, and it gave me the competitive advantage to each one, and it told me how to compete with each one and what their target market is, and it compared them all, and it helped be able to create a whole plan for a whole business plan and an investor deck for a new $2.8 billion dating app. And it broke down the whole thing A to Z on how to do it. It was just amazing the way that it took about an hour of talking to the AI, but we really analyzed the whole landscape and created a whole new opportunity to develop an app based on AI that does personality assessments on people and helps match them based on attachment style. All using AI. It's really, really powerful. Because 50% of marriages end in divorce. I'm a product of that. So understanding how to meet the right person and then get coached throughout using artificial intelligence could be very affordable and very powerful. So any business idea that you have, and I know Jerry, you're an ideator, you're gonna love messing with this thing to help you with all your ideas.
Well, I'm in this thing that I'm researching, so just give it to you because maybe we can talk about this, just to give you an application. There's an article that came out this week called The 60-Year Career. It's built around the principle of the 100-year life, which is what I
I
promote.
love that book. I love the 100-year life.
I don't believe in 60-year careers. Nobody's be stupid enough to stay in the same career. They do too many different things. But the Forbes article I'm working on, it's about how businesses will change. One of the answers is they need an app system for rescheduling people using a team of teams approach, so that people can take a year off at any time they want to as part of the growth and then still come back as part of the team. So it's both a structural change that has to be made and a calendar change. That kind of thing sounds like that
I can
an
help.
app.
Yeah, it
Right?
can help you figure out what your passions are. It can help you figure out what hobbies you should create. It can help you figure out date ideas, trip itineraries. I mean, it can literally anything. Like it told me the best month to go to South Korea, and it told me why and what to do when I'm out there and what to visit and when to visit what first and what I should eat and what I should avoid eating. Like it's just amazing. It's just amazing. It can create a whole fitness routine for you based on your preferences and what you're looking to accomplish. It can guide you through as a fitness trainer. Like literally any type of coach it can become. Any type of person that you need to speak to, it can become. It knows all the information already. It has all the details. It has everything that Wikipedia has. It has everything almost on every book that you could imagine. It has so much information. It's just really incredible. And this is a penny in the bucket compared to what's going to be coming out with GPT-4. GPT-3 is nowhere near as advanced as GPT-4, and it's extremely advanced already. So stay tuned and see what happens before the end of March. I think it's going to be coming out before the end of March. That's what they claim. But it's really, for me, I'm all inspired. Some people are scared. I'm inspired. I am inspired to use this in order to be able to not just generate revenue, which I've already generated tens of thousands of dollars in revenue just from this, but more importantly, for me to make my life better, the life of my kids better, and the life of the people that I love better. So, for example, my kids are using it to create essays for school, making it much easier for them to brainstorm ideas of things that they can do with their friends, to tell stories, to be able to create songs and be creative, to create art. My kids are using this in real time right now, and they're loving it and they are embracing it. Do that some of the teachers not like it? Yes, some of the teachers are like, no, you should be the AI. You should be the one doing everything from scratch. I know that, things were the way that they were, but things are changing. A prompt engineer is much more valuable than a copywriter these days.
I thought that schools were banning it.
It's very difficult to ban. You can use a tool called Quillbot that will take the AI text and will turn it into human text, so you can't really understand, you can't see it. Quillbot is a paraphrasing tool. We have a tutorial on how to use Quillbot. So if you create AI generated text, it's going to sound like AI. There are tools, classifiers. OpenAI is a classifying tool that tells you if it's human text or if it's AI text. Google has it. Lots of companies have it. An AI detector. They have AI detectors. If you run it through Quillbot, it's going to say it's human. An AI will rephrase the text as human text. I fed the AI 25 emails of my emails that I send out on a weekly basis, and I said, learn my voice from these 25 different emails. Each email is over 1,000 words. I fed it, and I said, create guidelines for the voice of Joe Apfelbaum. And he created bullet points and guidelines on how to train it on how to speak using my voice based on the emails that I created myself. And now I had a set of guidelines that I use when I want to create content in my own voice. I first feed it my voice, and then I say, now create this in my voice. And it knows how to create it in my voice because it knows my voice, because it created guidelines for my voice. So you can create guidelines for the voice of your business, for the voice of your competitors, for the voice of your clients, for the voice of your ex, whatever you want to do. You can have fun with it.
Last question, and then I'm gonna let you go. What's the difference? What do you get for the extra $20 with Plus?
You get access to a faster version of ChatGPT. That's number one. So it responds faster. Number two is when it's down for everybody else, it'll still be up for you. So ChatGPT goes down often and they say, we're at capacity right now. Please do not use us, because they're reserving the bandwidth for the API, because, they want to charge money. They're making 2 cents per 1,000 tokens. When you're paid $20 a month, they allow you to access. So when it goes down, it says, if you're a Plus user, put in your email here. We'll send you a special link. You put in your email, it sends you a link and you get in right away. So because I'm doing many of these presentations, it's worth it for me to spend the $20. So I always have access to it. So I can do it in real time on presentations.
Sure, it's bargain. Joe, thanks again. You were terrific. We'll talk. I'm going to help you a lot.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you all, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.